Hi, Ben.
You okay?
No.
What's the matter?
I got food poisoning.
Sunday the 18th of August, we're on the Boone and we're going into Newcastle to meet Francis. Let's go. Whoa! My name's Ben Chapman. I got into cycling when I was 8. My most favourite thing in the world is jumping on a train and just get off and then go ride in that area. It's just the freedom of having a bike and to go anywhere you want. Seems pointless having a lead if it's dragging on the floor, but yeah, that's save that for another video. Good afternoon and welcome back. This week I ventured out on my Trek Boone around Rutland Water to see how much gravel it actually had, and it sparked a little conversation over on my Instagram. What is gravel? I have had a Trek checkpoint, I've had an Amonda, I've had a Domane. The Trek Domane was a bike that could do it all. We put some 650Bs on it, they rubbed a little bit. I say a little bit, quite a lot eventually. And now, like I said, I've got the Trek Boone. Still managing just to get my 6 hours of riding in. Anytime I do decide to go for a ride, I always gravitate towards the Boone. I absolutely love the checkpoint. It was a beautiful colour, really high spec, electronic gearing, and it did fantastic bike packing across Spain. The Trek Boone, as mentioned in previous videos, is a cyclo-cross bike, and it's got very similar geometry to the Amonda. Not only that, it's actually the next lightest bike from the Amonda. Now, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the checkpoint, and it even got me a 10th place in my category at the Dirty Reaver.
Hello.
I'm here.
Come into the door. Hi, Ben.
You okay?
No.
What's the matter?
I got food poisoning 2 days ago, and I've still got food poisoning.
What did you eat?
A prawn.
That'll teach you. I don't eat fish.
Well, it was like 12 prawns. Danny ate one,
And still got
and
ill.
she was a little bit funny. I ate all of the rest.
Should we call out the restaurant?
Kai Kai.
Called it out.
Sorry, Kai Kai.
I'll leave
I sent him an email. We'll
Did
update. We'll update your video with if I get any compensation.
Did you tell them?
Yeah, it's a nice restaurant.
What did they say?
They haven't replied yet.
We emailed them.
You poisoned me. Please help.
Has it put
I
you
don't
off
think
prawns forever?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
I can't eat a prawn. Lawrence was just at my house.
He was.
Yeah.
Going to
He
race
turned
today.
up. My house was very neat and tidy, and then he turns up and it just goes.
Do you know,
He opens a bag and just goes. Shit goes flying everywhere.
that is him so
That's why.
when we go on these bikepacking trips, you could literally go in the shower and you'll come out and his stuff would be on every spare space.
I want to see Ben's hair. Well, it's not hair, but I want to see
So,
fake hair.
if you watched last week's video, which had no cycling in it whatsoever, you'll know that I didn't want to go and get a hair transplant.
Bird poo.
Only you would like point that out mid-conversation. If you'd have seen last week's video, I've had my hair tattooed. Francis hasn't seen it yet. You've seen me with really bad hair, like the bald patch when it starts to grow when we're on trips and I have to shave it off. As a ex-hairdresser, I'm quite conscious about it, so I'm going to show Francis now. The big reveal.
Oh, it's good.
Can you see the difference?
Yeah, because you couldn't really see it on the camera.
Look at the bald spot, it's gone.
Mate, it matches the rest of your hair.
He has matched the rest of my hair.
Okay, I've got a question which someone asked on your video, I think. what happens when, what if the bit where you do have hair on the sides recedes more?
No, it can't, because
It can't? What do you mean?
It can't, because my hairline is there. So my real hairline's there. He's brought it forward. Yeah. So now what I do is I just shave the sides totally off, and then you just fade the line out. But he's done dots. So if you see the back, see those dots there? He's almost tattooed the fade. So if I want, I can shave all my hair off, and it will just have the fake tattoo.
Oh, so he's done the sides.
Yeah, it comes down into that bit, and it follows your hairline around.
Got you.
Some people were like, be bald, be proud, be bald, be proud. There was a lot of that, but it's individual, isn't it? What has Cade Media been up to? I haven't seen you for absolutely ages.
Oh, I haven't been at work for ages.
So you've done nothing?
No.
That's it?
Yep. For sad reasons. My dad died.
I know.
Which is sad.
Sorry, mate.
So we've been, me and my wife have been living with my mum. But it's nice that, like, the family got very close together. It's brought everyone close together.
Yep.
And because you sort of catch up with lots of people you haven't seen in ages. Mm-hmm. And it makes you think a lot about life.
What you really want.
Yeah, what you really want and how much time you actually have. It's one thing my dad always said is like, the last 30 years just went. Because humans are not very good at like understanding time, are we? It just goes, it just runs away very quickly. It's a weird video, Ben. I thought you were reviewing the Boone. Which I didn't know was a bike.
Back to the Boone, yeah.
I was like, that's not a real bike.
I came in here, he went,
like
what is that?
Or a Trek Point or a checkpoint or something. Boone.
Nobody knows about the Boone.
Yes, it's a fake one from AliExpress. Boone.
I was in a hurry to see Francis because I said that I'd be here at 12:30 and it was about 1:10. But on the way here I got a puncher. I didn't know it was a puncher. The size of that, right? So I thought that was a stone when I was just having a drink, because look at the end of it. And I flicked it out. It was the worst thing I could have done, because I'd run it, because basically it was a plug. It was a homemade plug. And I pulled it out and it sealed instantly because of tubeless.
Oh, so it's a good thing you took it out then?
I don't know, but I could have left it in because it's basically a plug, isn't it? It's that big. Look at the size of it.
It's like when a coin falls on Mo from The Simpsons' head, and then he's like, shh, and he's like, put it back in. I've got a puncher that just keeps going down, so I'll keep it down forever.
I was only filming because I know how much people love Pump Action Francis.
Oh, I haven't thought about that for a while. I saw Justin the other day, though.
Did you?
Yeah.
I hope you feel better soon.
Thank you.
That wasn't that hard, was it?
That was the hardest ride home I've ever done.
Not ever.
Yeah, ever.
What's your plan now?
And it was the slowest as well. I'm going to have a nap. I'm going to wake up, and then might have another nap, then bedtime.
See you later, mate.
Take care, mate.
Get well soon, buddy. So I'm about 48k into this, a little further than I actually wanted to go today, but miles in the legs and all that. Hopefully the microphone's doing its job and it's blocking out all this wind, because it's extremely windy today. Whoa! No hands over speed bumps. Last week via Instagram I asked what is gravel, and it opened up an absolute can of worms. Some of the questions and answers that were coming in the comment section were quite thought-provoking. My Trek Boone on 650Bs did an absolute fantastic job on light gravel, and if it wasn't for me experimenting, putting smaller wheels on and larger tyres, it would have been absolutely great. The only thing that I found with the checkpoint is when I wanted to get out the saddle and give it that little dig, it just didn't have what I wanted. Where the Boone, being a cyclo-cross bike, is a little bit more playful. Francis actually said this when we was in the studio. He said the Boone probably suits you a little bit more because you like to chuck a bike about. With one of the biggest bikepacking trips I've ever done currently being planned, and yes, much bigger than Malaysia, I'm seriously considering taking the Boone. The checkpoint is great for loading up bags and it's got lots and lots of places to put stuff. And this bike, the Boone, doesn't have any of those. But I run a tail fin on my bike and I don't need any points. when asking the question, what is gravel? There was a lot of opinions. Some people said it's adventure. Some people said it was somewhere that they could get out and didn't have to be on the road. Some people even said it's just riding a bike off the beaten track. And somebody made a valid point actually. They said, how many mountain bikers go up any mountains? As you have seen today, my route to meet Francis has been very, very varied. And I think that's exactly what gravel is for me. Today's route would have only been around about 20k, but I've nearly done 60. And that's because I've gone the more adventurous route. And I think that's what gravel is for me. So great to see Francis, and 60k on the cards, which is great for a Sunday afternoon. And 765 meters of climbing, a little bit further than I wanted today, but it's been really nice to get out and the weather's been beautiful. The next 3k is the A167, and if you know me and you've followed me for any amount of time, you'll know that I hate the A167 and refuse to film on it. So as always, I'm going to leave this video here. Please remember to comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see everyone on the next one.